Welcome to the first episode of Being on This Filthy Old Couch with a dear friend of mine, Norbert Trompeter. Welcome to this format I invented just recently, but is deeply in the heart of what's very much important and thriving and also interesting for all our lives probably. It is decision making, and in this kind of series of true lies on a dirty couch, I'd like to get deeper into that with partners like Norbert, who is a dear friend for years now and a very special person. A personality who is working as a catalyst, helping other people to make their processes a lot quicker and also get them into new ways. So, thank you for coming and joining me on this filthy pink blue couch. I'm wearing today also a blue tie, which is a historical reference to the 70s probably, because it's so gray outside that I decided to be blue today. And before we start, I brought also some motorballs for you.
Wow.
As one of the presents to help you get more energy. If it's too cold, then you eat just some chocolate and you can decide whatever you want.
It's really cold. Wow.
So decision making. Norbert,
yes.
how do you do that?
This is a good question. I don't know if I do that at all. Do I make decisions? Yeah, I do make decisions. How do I do it? I'm not a friend of decisions. So
Why not?
because there are implications in my life. If I decide to go that way, I have to earn the consequences. So I think I'm good at procrastination, in procrastinating my decisions.
Oh well, but is it then
Hoping-
deciding or pushing them away?
Not pushing them away, but standing still and hoping someone else decides, which I can then agree or disagree, or life decides. For instance, shall I go to that woman over the street and say hello, or should I not? And then I wait, and then the tram comes and she's away. So life decided for
She's
me.
dead. Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. But what I want to point out is that I let life decide for me, often. Oh.
But is it really making decisions then? Or it's just a reactive lifestyle, as Tim Ferriss would say?
Yeah. You got the point. I think I'm a reactive type. This is not nice for me to get in contact with that thought, but maybe that's it. I decide now to be more active. But how did I get the inspiration now? This comes from outside.
Where exactly?
The thought comes into my mind from outside, that I'm now sitting with you here, realizing I'm a passive type, and I decided now to be more active. I decided it. No, this was only a thought. I didn't decide yet. Now comes the decision process, and was du angestoßen hast, what
What you pointed to, or what you focused on?
What you focused on is now. This comes after this thought. So I have to decide now, but I can decide and say I do it, and in the next minute I decide not to do it. But this is not conscious, but unconscious. The decision is now consciously made, and then I let it go and forget it. So the decision evaporates. Is that true? This sounds crazy. Huh?
Well, you must be crazy to be a catalyst. So, how do you work with decisions in your professional life? How did you decide to become a catalyst?
I not decided it. I had a strong wish to find my mission, and then I went I opened my eyes. And looked around. Where is the signal that brings me the information? And then I opened the book and I saw the line, Yeah, I saw a line, and this stands by chance I want to be a catalyst, and I said this is the definition which meets my inspiration or my aspirations. This was something like, wow, click.
It was more like finding.
It was more like finding, yeah.
But you explored before as well.
It was a finding, like children run around at Easter and searching for these little eggs, and they say, "Wow, here, this." This was the same actor. It was a finding.
It's like playing then. You decide like playing.
I decided.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes, I decide. This was a decision. I decided to play it with the cosmos, and I decided to be a partner of the cosmic net or the Tao. And this was a decision. Yes, this was a strong decision. I said, and the decision came. The decision came when I was very on the deepest level of being down. Then I said, now I can die or I can decide to live. And I said, not really, but I said, I want now to make my way. This was a decision. Because all things were broke away. My relationship, no money, naked. And I said, no, I want now to be a high net worth professional. This was a definition. I could. Yeah, this was a decision to go that way. Yeah.
And you achieved that. So you became a catalyst. You kind of trained people to get into their processes. You get into their kind of ways of doing things, and you're speeding them up. So it works.
Not really, not in that amount which I'm prospecting, but I'm on the way. I get the feedback, not the cash which I'm worth, but I get the feedback, and it's the direction shows. It shows in the right direction. The echo is good.
Echo.
The echo is good. Yeah.
Well, we all need echoes to probably hear, like bats flying around, to find our ways through difficult terrain. And if we do that with kind of shouting out or with ultrasonic voices we develop, we probably find the right kind of things and we not bump into the walls like here. This is a way of deciding it, the way of probing as well. So thanks a lot for your insights concerning your ways of doing things and your ways of deciding. Decision making is definitely a murky, dark area which needs at least Mozart balls, sweetness, and courage. Thank you, Norbert Trompeter, and tune in for the next second episode about how we decide true lies on a dirty couch.